And hello there, back again. It was actually best of 3, so yes, Chaos have secured their 2-0 victory over Exiles, and we're going over to the second semi-final, ENDGEGNER versus WereRabbits, two European teams. The ENDGEGNER is purely German, as far as I know. WereRabbits, I actually don't know. Maybe just international, just like SUNTZU. Yeah. Those names I do actually recognize, as SUNTZU have fought against both of those teams. Sadly, there's a VOD of our match versus ENDGEGNER, and some other matches that were broadcasted are no longer available, unless they were saved to some kind of archive. Kind of a shortcoming of the side of the Warlord League account, if you ask me. Not saving their VODs, but I'm also faulty of that. Not for the tournaments, though. So yes, we can see... I actually cannot see. Okay. Oh, there we go. The blue side is ENDGEGNER, and the red side is WereRabbits, thanks to my knowledge of the names. Ooh la la. And this time the overlay is actually correct. The blue team is the left team, and red team is the right team. And there we go. WereRabbits giving up the initial fight over of B and taking A and C uncontested, completely uncontested. And ENDGEGNER funneled all the resources onto B, and now they're actually poised to a threat of being completely surrounded. They're trying to cross the river, maybe take the supply point of the enemy team, but that's kind of pointless. They managed to kill one of their heroes, so probably that's why when they went down there. It's just this hero wasn't seeable, if that's a word. Visible. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, ENDGEGNER is going over to A, trying to get control over their rightful point on their side of the river, but WereRabbits are not going to give it up so easily. And we see Winged Hussars. Wow, that's hype now. Winged Hussars being used for the fight over at A, and WereRabbits find themselves a little bit surrounded over here instead of them surrounding B. But wow, ENDGEGNER again, they just move as a single 7-man unit, but if you do so, there's just one single hero taking over B from you, and now you'll be 3 capture points behind, well, for a very few seconds. Oh, there we go, maybe not. WereRabbits with some sacrifices, Elf Loco jumping over there into A point, securing the point for just a little bit longer, and now with some Fireland Scav presence, they'll keep holding that point for quite some time. Now they're losing both A and B. That may be very costly. So even though they held 3 points for quite a while, and 2 points for, well, still, they still hold 2 points, they managed to secure 300 points of advantage very early into the game. But losing a lot of units over there at A against that 7-man ENDGEGNER unit may be very costly to them. So even though they have early advantage, just like we saw in Chaos versus Exiles, where Chaos eventually managed to win, although I was saying that they were Exiles. Anyway, back to this game. So yeah, WereRabbits, after losing so many units over there at A, they may be at a slight disadvantage in terms of units now. They're looking very good in terms of points though, and they still hold B quite firmly. Although there's only 1 Palace Guards units in here that are just about to be charged by 2 cavalry units and sandwiched by Pike Guards. Oh, that's the worst death, to be sandwiched by Pike units. ENDGEGNER now moving onto the B point, but again, moving as a single 7-man unit that they're utilizing means that they're going to lose points, capture points all over the place. Again, just one player goes to A, sneaks it, bam, 3 capture points in control of WereRabbits. Although for just a few seconds, that's 5 points every single second, ticking down at side of ENDGEGNER. They're already down to 800 points, barely 4 minutes into the match. They're in a quite dire situation now. But I definitely know that everything can be turned around, especially if you kill units. Holding control of 3 points later in the game, when the enemy has pretty much run out of units, should be very, very easy. But WereRabbits are actually 2v1ing here, cavalry charge sweeping sideways, and the other players managing to escape that charge and certain death. Maybe that was the other way around. I think that was actually ENDGEGNER's Scav. It's really hard to see the colors in such a palette. Oh, Arena was so good, I'm sorry. Now, control over B point. ENDGEGNER manages to hold it, kill the hero that WereRabbits sent there. They're still holding B, but at the cost of taking 2 points down every single second. And they're not even close. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll retract that statement. They're very close to getting back A, actually. WereRabbits are sending some of their Fireland Scav there, I believe. That is indeed a red Fireland Scav. Or maybe Yeoman. Whatever the case is, they're charging out the cavalry up to A point. And they're actually looking in control. Halberdiers are coming in, but they're mostly dead. So that fight continues a little bit longer, and the red team should be able to take control over A, unless El Foco will be killed. There we go, I'm gonna send some reinforcements, and A will be held by them for the time being. That being said, B is being pressured again by WereRabbits. You can see that on the minimap. 4 heroes sent in with some elite cavalry forces, but elite pie guards are guarding the point B, and they're all being funneled in through one single entrance, which is not ideal because, well, the pikes can just be turned into one direction and pretty much hold everyone there. WereRabbits brought some pikes of their own, and ultimately the pikes were obliterated. They weren't in a good enough position to hold them properly. They were caught off guard. And those halberdiers that are now left alone again. See, ENDGEGNER was a propagator of going with 7-man unit, and now they're getting their units killed one by one by one. Although those halberdiers are looking really strong, WereRabbits actually retreated all of their cavalry units from B. Oh, and now they're sending, I think this is a prefecture guards or some other sword infantry. But yeah, that unit is again going to be obliterated by the mass of ENDGEGNER has amassed over at B point. WereRabbits in the meantime sneaking A again. And even though the units may favor ENDGEGNER a little bit, the point balance is definitely very in the favor of WereRabbits. Now posing the halberdiers in brace formation over at A, not gonna be enough to actually capture it. And as we are looking at it, C point is being snagged by ENDGEGNER. And now WereRabbits are getting the taste of their own medicine a little bit. Although they managed to send reinforcements over there in time to prevent C from being snagged by ENDGEGNER and them holding the 3 points advantage. There's some brief fight over at B. Now both teams seem to retreat, gather the resources, gather the units, reorganize themselves, and be ready to attack. And again, there's no unit defending B directly, there's just crossbows. Those units seem to disappear all over the place. There's some cavalry, Firelands cavalry coming back from the side of ENDGEGNER. Maybe it was just a trap. Will they capture B? No. ENDGEGNER managed to came back just in time and drive Padova away. Will they manage to kill him? There's a masked hero. There we go. Padova is dead. And B is being held by ENDGEGNER, and now they close the gap of, I think, over 500 points of disadvantage, now down only to 200. WereRabbits are still trying to take that A. They really don't want to get B, they are all trying to sneak points, playing some really maneuver heavy game, but if you're playing that sort of game, you need to be on the upper foot all the time pretty much, otherwise you're just being reactionary instead of, you know, actually having the initiative. But there you go, they managed to take A. And now the ENDGEGNER group moves from B down to the river. I see no apparent objective in there that they could get, unless, well, they're sneaking something to C. Maybe they're trying to surround the forces of WereRabbits at A. That would make a lot of sense if they were to do that. But it's a little bit unsynchronized on the side of ENDGEGNER. They're already engaging the front lines over at A, while the flanking force is nowhere near to be seen. Now they're disengaging. Some player from WereRabbits is chasing down. I think he managed to kill Attila, so I will call it worth it. And now he's finishing the unit that he left behind and cannot control anymore. But C was taken over away from WereRabbits. But now they're taking it back, or maybe not. But now it's WereRabbits that are bleeding the points slowly but surely. And ENDGEGNER is looking strong to win this now. Although that was quite a beautiful charge from WereRabbits, obliterating, I think, 2 units of halberdiers over the B point. And again, WereRabbits look in control. And ENDGEGNER is now down to only 370 points. And as I said, at this point, every single point lost, it hurts really, really much. You need to be very careful. And WereRabbits should just now calm down, try to control 2 points. Touch Me Sama in some kind of predicament. Will he be able to escape? He's a nimble archer, but in the middle of the enemy forces. Flocko heroically trying to hold B as long as possible. Touch Me Sama is dead. T-Rolls and the Flocko piling onto the B point. It's 4 versus 4, I think, at the moment over at B. Heroes are coming in and dying all over the place. WereRabbits just lost another hero over at B. Units from both sides coming in, so it's still very, very equal at B. But WereRabbits are the ones holding it so far and yielding the points from that point. Then again, the other 2 points have been captured away from them. So it's WereRabbits now bleeding the points. They're getting A back though. And they're also poised to lose B, I believe. I didn't have a good enough look at there to be certain. But yes, B is now being captured by ENDGEGNER. All points are flipping over. A has been just captured by WereRabbits. ENDGEGNER just captured B, and WereRabbits are also about to capture C. That's on their side of the river, so that shouldn't be interrupted. And they will be holding 2 points at the moment. And with ENDGEGNER having only 120 points left, they really need to do something really, really quickly, and that something looks to be taking control over the A point. It's 4 heroes versus 2, supported by units, and WereRabbits should be driven away from A. So ENDGEGNER will save their team, their victory for now. Well, not victory, but they will not lose yet. Flocko manages to interrupt the capture just for a few seconds more of that point bleed. Very valuable. This is shortsword, very nimble class, very tanky at that as well. And look at those. Those horse archers are not able to even kill him. And heroes, there we go. They finally managed to kill Flocko. But in the meantime, as that was happening, 2 more heroes, 3 more heroes have made their way over to A. And every hero killed also takes 9 points for ENDGEGNER. And now they're down to only 4 points. And there we go. That is going to be a victory to WereRabbits. ENDGEGNER was looking good. They were killing heroes there. And they're slowly getting control over that point. But slowly, too slowly in this case. And that point advantage that WereRabbits got at the very beginning by their heavy maneuver game, while ENDGEGNER insisted on always sticking in a 7-man team, well, you can win on units, but you can also win on outmaneuvering the opponents and just slowly winning on points. WereRabbits demonstrated another path to victory in this tournament in a really, really nice manner. The game was constantly shifting. Advantage ENDGEGNER, advantage WereRabbits. Really nice game, but in the end, WereRabbits outclassed ENDGEGNER quite heavily. They found a very good counter strategy. ENDGEGNER obviously were, I think, doing a little bit better on the unit front, but that was inherent of the strategy, and WereRabbits had them exactly where they wanted them to have. Yeah, that's a really nice victory, really good match, and I hope that the next one will be just as exciting.